Hello, wonderful. It is Sarah, and it's a little bit of a crazy hair day, but I don't care. Happy to see you, happy to be here, and happy to answer the question, can you be too good? And this is a question from one of the ladies in the Wondrous Woman group coaching program, and she is a very good woman. And she actually said, what can people get intimidated by your goodness or intimidated? And I say, yes, people can be intimidated by everything. Intimidated by your goodness, intimidated by your strength, intimidated by your integrity, intimidated by your drive, intimidated by your abs, intimidated by whatever it is in your life. But the right people aren't intimidated by that. We all have our insecurities. I am not administrative. I'm not a systems person. My brain doesn't think that way. If it's tedious work, I have to really make myself do it. And I was talking to Shannon today, who is one of our team members here, and I was just like, she was talking about different things in her life, and I was like, God, you're just so amazing. Hopefully she's not going to be sad. I'm bragging about her right now. I was like, you're just so amazing. It's amazing how many things you can juggle and never drop a ball and never miss a deadline and never miss this. It's just, and really and truly, in sincerity with all my heart, I was just so amazed by her. And we talked about, like, sometimes the things that are easy for us, we don't appreciate as superpowers because they're not easy for other people. And she's just amazing at so many things, but she's amazing at that. It's one of her superpowers. And I can talk about the subjects I'm good at talking about without having to think about it. I just, because I've spent so many years researching it, not because I don't have to think about it, but I can just pop on here and it's like, oh, sure, I'd love to answer that question for you. Sure, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. It's one of my superpowers, right? We all have different superpowers, but we all want goodness to be a superpower. We want our goodness to be a strength. We want our kindness to be what people think about us, and integrity, and knowing who we are, and knowing what we stand for, and standing by those principles. And so I think about it in terms of integrity, and the only people who are threatened by integrity are people who don't have any. The only people who are threatened are people who don't want us to have any. The only people who are threatened by our strengths are people who want us to be weak. And so when you think about the question, can we be too good? If it was in terms, this person was not asking this question, but when we think about in terms of being too good, you don't want to be the judge and jury of everyone else's life and saying, I'm too good for that. I'm too good for that. Of course, that's not what you want. And to go around and say, well, this isn't good enough for me, and be too good in that way. Of course not. But can you have too much integrity? Can you have too much self-respect? Can you have too much grace with yourself and too much desire to be better? No, I don't think so. Because the only people who are threatened by that are people who don't have those qualities. And don't want you to have those qualities because they don't want to have to rise up to meet your expectations. And in a healthy relationship, of course, we need empathy. We need 50% empathy and 50% expectations. And if we have 100% empathy and no expectations, we get ourselves in a toxic situation. And toxic people tend to have 100% expectations or 95% expectations and low empathy, which is definitely not what we want. We want to be good and kind and loving and giving and gracious and smart and savvy and have boundaries and have self-respect and be able to tap into our individual superpowers. Hope that helps. Hope you have a great day.